All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the first match of the Mania 7 Key World Cup 2025. We've got a round of 32 matchup between Japan and Thailand here for you guys. I am one of your commentators, Toph Daddy, joined here by Raviel. How's it going?
Doing well. 7K World Cup is so back. We have round of 32 for starters. Brand new round in the 7K World Cup, and we'll have Japan versus Thailand, seed 4 versus seed 29 to kick us off.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a lopsided seed advantage for Japan, but we're at maps that should be approachable enough that definitely anything can happen. Wait, no. They tied the rolls. I'm just looking in chat right now. They tied with a 99.
We're really beginning the 7K World Cup with a tight roll.
I wish we had that on stream. I wish we could see that. That's insane. A tied 99 roll. There it is.
There we go.
Pavan and Rain Lily both rolling 99s for their first rolls. They're going to have to re-roll that, but what a start to the tournament.
We are so back.
All right, Rain Lily does end up winning that roll 78-56, so Japan will get the first protect, Thailand will get second protect, first ban, and then Japan will get second protect, or second ban and first pick for the match. And Rice 2 is protected, so the core stream pick getting protected by Japan. Not too surprising. With their performances on the Rice pool in general during qualifiers, I am not surprised to see them wanting to keep the most comfortable of the Rice picks alive.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Japan are like second best in Rice only to South Korea. So they are hugging that Rice pool.
And a little bit of a surprise, Thailand actually protecting Rice 4, Vanguard 3, so a little bit of an awkward pick there, and a ban on LN. I was actually kind of expecting Thailand to keep the LNs and hybrids open, given their performance on the qualifiers, but looks like the LN pool not faring very well for them, maybe just the inverse, specifically causing them issues, which I would not be surprised to see LN1 get a few bans this week with how difficult 7 key inverse can be.
And LN3 going to be banned, so only one LN map left standing, which is LN2.
Yeah, and I guess not terribly surprising to see Japan banning out LN3. I think LN2 is definitely harder, but it's potentially more comfortable for a team like Japan who has like very strong race scores. It's just in a position where LN3 I think is significantly more approachable than both of the other two LN picks. And a team like Thailand definitely would be able to, put up a better fight when the difficulty of the charts is a little bit lower like it is on LN3.
But yeah, we will be seeing Japan already bring out the Rice against Thailand with Rice 1. So this one is speed, 230 BPM.
Yeah, kind of like a light chord stream pick. Not exactly just straightforward streaming. Does have a few doubles and triples throughout it. It does have a very, very tame first half, so we'll get a little bit of downtime for the start to kind of see how the accuracies shake out at the beginning, or if we see any unfortunate misses to start, to see if there's any disadvantages. But the ending is really what we're looking at. The second half bumps the difficulty of the whole map up quite a bit.
Now it seems like these are going to be the 4 players: Botanic, Rain Lily, Natapum, and Nanoben Dusty.
Yeah, I think the 1-2s for Rice for both teams there. Botanic and Rain Lily having absolutely ridiculous scores on the Rice pool for qualifiers, and Nanaboom and Nanoben Dusty being the kind of main 2 for Thailand in general. Might see Pavan drop in for a few picks, especially if we see that LN2 pick coming out. But I expect Natapum and Nana to kind of be the front runners for Thailand here in this match. And right out the gate, accuracy lead actually in the side of Thailand here. Natapoom holding on to a high enough accuracy to kind of negate Butanic's insane 99.97, and Nanan having a better start than Rain Lily there, actually above their accuracy by about 0.3% and no misses across the board yet. So holding on to a very small lead at the moment, but Natapoom dropping a little bit of accuracy helps Japan kind of make this an even game while we still have some of the more simple patterns.
Yeah, Butanic is basically cancelling out Rain Lily's slow beginning here, 99.97%, and gives them
54
a 54-point advantage.
Still, I mean, like I said,
yeah.
First half, not too difficult. First half has a lot of downtime, doesn't have too many difficult patterns. It's really the second half that's going to hit you, but still, 113 points. Looks like the accuracy starting to advance in Japan's favor for the time being, just very slightly taking over the lead as Natapoom and Nana just not quite able to keep up with, especially Butanic at that 99.98% right now.
But yeah, here we go. Here comes the streams. And that lead is slowly growing as Rain Lily is now recovering that accuracy, finally overtaking both the Thai players. Natapoom dropping down to 99.6 and dropping even more. And Butanic is just holding strong for Japan.
I didn't know that this kind of accuracy was possible in 7-key. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen something like this.
I mean, we can give the excuse that it is round of 32, but like, yeah.
Sure, but like, I mean, I'm a 4-key player. I have my own biases about how accuracy goes, but 7-key seems so much more difficult. And like I said, I don't know if I've ever seen, even in the World Cup, this kind of accuracy. And that insane level of accuracy, 999k. Oh, just barely missing out on it. But still, more than enough. 38 regular 300s, more than enough to carry the Japanese team to a first point on their first pick, Rice 1. That, I just don't... I don't know.
The veterans of Japan, I mean, Butanic and Rain Lily did play for Japan last year, so they're bringing some experience along with them. I believe this Thailand team is pretty much brand new compared to last year as well, so they are going to be having to experiment a bit, and Pavin's in the lobby bringing out LN2.
Not too surprising of a pick, I think. Like I said, I was expecting Thailand to kind of keep their eyes in the LN and hybrid pool, given their both Thailand's performance and Japan's performance in the qualifiers, where Japan had extremely good Rice scores, slightly worse LN and hybrid scores, and then Thailand definitely looking stronger on the LN side of things in qualifiers. So not too surprising to see this. And like I said, Pavin making a show for LN, in this case for LN2, looking to put what they need to forward, and Misa coming in for Butanic.
Yeah, Misa. That's a name.
Yeah, Misa, I think, is their best LN player, so not surprising to see them coming in. Rain Lily, actually, I am surprised to see coming in. Japan would usually have Butanic or Suzuha in, but Rain Lily, maybe this map is close enough as far as like Rice reading capabilities that Rain Lily has the accuracy advantage over a player like Butanic would in this case.
Yeah, and the opposite side, Pavin also slotting in for Thailand.
And here we go. These teams going to be sticking in. Rain Lily and Nano. I'm just going to say Nano. Rain
Nano.
Lily and Nano staying in for their respective teams. Misa coming in for Butanic. Pavin coming in for Natapoom. Thailand looking to bring Pavin in to hopefully contest a point here to start and keep Japan from opening the match with a break point, but Nano finding a very early break already, giving Japan an immediate lead.
Yep, so this is the LN density. And already Nano picking up a second miss, dropping them below 99%.
Yeah, so that's
only the intro.
Yeah, only the intro. There are some notably long LNs in this, so it's not the easiest to coordinate, even though this is the density pick. So If you're not super comfortable with these kinds of long notes, it's definitely understandable to find those misses, but that is 2 misses for Thailand from Nano. But the accuracies are kind of the more important thing to be looking at right now, where Nano and Pavin kind of sticking around the same accuracy, whereas Misa and Rainlily both about 0.3 to 0.4% ahead of both of the Thai players.
Yeah, this is still a gap where Japan can still fumble a little bit and pass the lead back, but Thailand have both players drop combo and Pavin have it be multiple drops. That's not going to help Thailand at all for their quest to try and get a point on board.
Yeah, and that's still 2 full combos holding on for the Japanese side. Accuracy is very strong as well. Both Japanese players holding on to accuracies higher than the Thai players. Pavin and Nano managing to find some combo, getting above the 400 combo, but at this point, 40,000 points is a lot to come back from with just about an eighth of the map left. And I mean, we're seeing 2 full combos from the Japanese side. Not much to do there.
And this map is extremely short as well, just 1 minute and 52 seconds, so having those drops are detrimental to Thailand. Especially when Japan has 2 FCs. That's
that
crazy scope from
Rainlily. Yeah, 2/200s is ridiculous. Like you said though, two full combos from Japan. Not bad accuracies at all from Thailand. Both players, Nano at 99.3, Pavin just below the 99%, but Yurika's a juggernaut. Number 4 seed is not the easiest to take down when it comes to even something that you feel strong with. But it is going to be Japan's pick again, and that's a break point immediately. So 2-0 right now, with a chance to bring that to 3-0 as long as Japan can pick right. And I mean, maybe in this case, Rice 3. I was going to say Rice 2. I almost think Rice 3 is a bad pick. Out of all the Rice, I think it is the worst, personally. But that's kind of like something that I have in my head where it's like, if you're a high-seeded team, I think you should avoid the accuracy battles. And Rice 3 is the definition of an accuracy battle.
Yep, because it's Kojak.
I don't think I would ever pick Kojak as a higher seed in a match unless it was like, last couple picks in the match and it was all I had the opportunity to deal with.
And only if you have like significant knowledge of your opponent that they really cannot keep up with you. The thing is, like, for round of 32, you basically have zero knowledge of your opponent, apart from qualifiers.
That is true, and also, like, Korjak's not super heavily represented in qualifiers.
Tested,
it's definitely one of those, like, mysterious zones. I would almost liken it to kind of like a fog of war that you'd see where you kind of just don't know what your opponent's capable of.
Yeah, it's such a weird skill set as well, because some players might just be really bad at Rice, except for Kojaks.
Exactly, yeah, that is extremely common too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple, and Pavin actually staying in for a Rice pick, not too surprising given their 4-key background. So wouldn't be surprised to see some very high accuracy from them as long as the coordination of the patterns themselves aren't too difficult to handle. But I'm expecting extremely high accuracies from everyone in this lobby.
Yeah, for the most part, this is going to be very comfy court jacks. There's a couple of long jacks scattered throughout the chart though. We'll see if that will trick anyone.
Yeah, there are a couple. 110 BPM isn't too hard to keep up with, but with the extra coordination required, with 7 keys to deal with, long checks do definitely pose a little bit heavier of an issue. Natapoom also finding a very early drop. Very clean, but that is followed up by misses from both Pavin and Natapoom, while the Japanese side holding on extremely strong. No misses. Both players on pace for upper 998s right now.
Yeah, it looked like Thailand did have a very slight advantage because Natapoom was beating out both Suzuha and Rutanix's accuracies, and then the misses started to rain down, and Japan have just stabilized their accuracies, both players holding 99.97.
Yeah, and meanwhile, both Thai players having trouble even getting up to the 400 combo. Pavin just now getting there, I believe, for the first time this map, and already a 60,000 point lead for Japan as we only have about a third left, and Nadafum continuing to have troubles keeping the combo. Pavin doing what they can to bring it back, but the accuracy is low enough and the combo is inconsistent enough that I think Japan is just starting to run away with this, and those accuracies now looking at an average of like 999.2 from Japan.
Jeez.
We have one harder section, so maybe we'll see something, but with this kind of consistency, it's really hard to see anything kind of change at this point. Nadafum and Pavin both finding some level of consistency finally at the end here, but might just be too little too late. And Japan looking to solidify their lead with a 3-0 double full combo, double 999.
Oh, 99862.
19 and 32.
Okay.
Yeah, double 999. That is not okay. I'm not talking about accuracy anymore. We're not doing that.
That's the score to beat, I guess, to
also,
the other 30 countries.
Also, 0-200s in the whole lobby.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, that's Kojak to you, I guess.
That is the Kojak score of all Kojak scores.
If someone asks, what is Kojak, you can just show them this screen right now.
100%. It is no 200s and a million misses. That's it.
And Hybrid 2 is coming out. I mean, Thailand don't really have a choice, unfortunately. The entire LM pool is exhausted, so their next best bet is something that is close enough.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go for Rice here. I don't even think the Thai Protect would be a good situation here. Both of the Rice picks have been very heavily favored for Japan. So going Rice 4 would be bad, so you kind of just gotta go with what you can in the hybrid pool. This one, I think, probably the easiest physically, so gonna be the best opportunity to get Japan kind of out of their comfort zone with like the Rice difficulty and push it closer to LNs. So I think it's probably the best pick that they had available.
Yup, and even more swapped as well. Japan completely swapping their players.
Yeah, Rain Lily and Misa coming in. Nano coming back in for Pavin. And Nadafum staying in for this hybrid pick. And that's going to be it going very quickly into this map here. A mirror, first mirror we see from the match. Rain Lily maybe finding a little bit of discomfort on the regular mode.
And so some of the Rice difficulty comes from the Grace notes at the start here as well.
Definitely. I mean, Grace knows throughout the whole thing. This kind of has like a mixture, like hybrid dumpy type structure to it.
Yeah.
So there's lots of difficulty with accuracy throughout it, even if the physical difficulty of it isn't quite as high as the other two hybrids. But we do see an early drop from Nadafum. Nado holding onto the combo. Misa also fighting a drop, but that was traded, or I guess Nadafum actually dropped and had it traded by Misa there at the beginning. One of the first drops we've seen from the Japanese side here, but it's not going to mean too much right now given the accuracy advantage. And now another miss from Nano for the Thai side as that lead starts to just skyrocket here, almost 30,000 points already.
Yeah, a very heavy drop from Nano, dropping them from 99.5 to 0.2. Misa drops again though. So at least giving some hope for Thailand and Rain Lily. That's a weird drop.
That is a little bit of a weird drop. You can see possibly a little bit of a mind block there. Probably tried to circumvent that with a mirror, but maybe has a couple of mirrored patterns by itself. But Nano does trade that miss from Rain Lily, which is going to benefit Japan quite a bit, as both the Japanese players now above 400. Nano just about to get there as the lead is going to stabilize around 30,000 points yet again.
Yeah, Japan still have a lot of room to breathe. They can still afford a couple of misses because of Thailand's accuracy and miscount.
Yeah, even despite the misses on the Japanese side, those accuracies still staying very strong. Rain Lily nearly above the 99.7 despite that miss. Whereas the highest accuracy on Thailand from Nano there, 99.3%, not quite as high as Muse's there. And Netta does find another miss in this last chorus. And a lead of 40,000 points, going to need a miracle to come back from this. And Japan might just take a second break point here and bring it to match point on their own pick.
Yep, indeed, it will be match point to Japan. A bit of a struggle this time round for Japan, at least compared to the first 3 maps, but still a comfortable 50,000 point lead.
Absolutely, and they have the pick of the litter here for the Rice. They've got 3 Rice picks available to them. Rice 2, Rice 4, Rice 5, all open. And they're going to go with their Protect Rice 2.
What a surprise!
What a surprise, going with the Chord Stream pick that they protected. I mean, looking to make this the last pick of the match, and what better pick to go with than your Protect to try and lock in this round of 32 matchup here.
Yeah, double stare focused chord streams.
Also extremely short. 1 minute and 41 seconds. Shortest map in the pool, despite like the no breaks, but it being only 1 minute and 41 seconds means that stamina doesn't even matter, even if you're trying to get full accuracy on everything, which I imagine both of these teams are going to be trying to do.
Well, let's see if this will seal it for Japan or if Thailand can try and cause a bit of a shake-up.
And here we go, the intro for this Chord Stream pick, Nosho Sakuretsu Girl. And all players holding on well, a little bit of accuracy dropping from the Thai side. Natapum not having the greatest time and finding a miss really early on in this denser section of the map, while the other 3 players holding on very strong. Nano holding on at 99.8, both Japanese players above 99.9, and Nana does find another combo break and actually falls below the 99s temporarily. And right as they get back up to 99%, does drop combo again, and already seeing a 30,000 point lead, though we are already also halfway through the map.
Yeah, the problem with these short maps is that the moment you do find multiple misses, it is so hard to recover, and for a 2v2 situation, for Natapum at least, it is so frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. It also means that single mistakes from single players are more impactful with that 2v2 structure. But even then, it also means that single mistakes from the other team can mean something. But again, this was Japan's Protect. Hard to see them making too many mistakes here. We do see still 3 full combos on the side, and Natapum finding some recovery here, almost at that 1,000 combo as well. But I can't mention people's names anymore. It's happened every time I've mentioned Natapum's name. But Nano also finds a break right at the end, as both the Japanese players holding onto the full combos at 99.94 and 95 respectively, as they close out the match in emphatic fashion, both with V1SS's 72 and 75 300.
300 separate them.
No wonder that they protected this, But that is going to be a victory for Japan in the round of 32. They will move on in the winners bracket to winners round of 16. But Thailand not eliminated yet. They will still continue to have life in this tournament. They will just be knocked down into the losers bracket round of 16, where next week they will be fighting for their tournament lives.
Yep, and Japan will be facing either Germany or Estonia next week, and Thailand will be facing the loser of that.
Yeah, so for these two teams. That's going to be an important match to watch. Congratulations to Japan for maintaining their lives in the winners brackets, but I'm hoping to see some good fighting from Thailand in the losers bracket, despite having a bit of a tough opponent to start off their tournament.
Yeah.
But that said, that's going to be a quick little block from us. We have our next match coming up at 10 UTC, which is going to be Indonesia versus Norway. Going to be an exciting match there. But that's going to be a little quick block. Going to finish it off for us. But before we leave, I didn't get to do this last week because they weren't ready for us last week. But I have to do it now. But
what was ready?
Banners are ready.
Oh.
Banners are ready on the OSU store. You can go buy them and support your teams. Any team that made it to the round of 32 has a banner on the OSU store. It'll go up on your profile when you purchase it, and you can have multiple banners at once. So you can go ahead and buy banners for every team that you support in this 7-Key Mania World Cup 2025. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, stack all 32 countries, why not?
Why not? I saw people do it last year for 4-Key World Cup when I was commentating that. We can keep doing it this year too. Just go out and support the players, support the tournament, do whatever you can, have fun with it. I'm excited to see the banners that all of the players and supporters have for this, but more than anything, I'm excited to see the rest of these matches. Do you have anything else to say before we sign off?
Nope, I think we are so back.
We are so back, and we hope to see you guys so back in about 4 hours for Indonesia versus Norway. We'll see you guys then.
Yep, see you all so back here soon.
Took your advice and did the opposite, just being young and stupid. Oh, I haven't been all that you could have hoped for, but if you'd held on a little longer, you'd have had more reasons to be proud. Oh, so many questions, but I